Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about how to know if she's hitting on you. So if you want to know if a woman is hitting on you, as opposed to maybe she's just being friendly, then this video is for you. So you want to know for sure if she is hitting on you. Okay? So I think one of the big things about to know if a woman is hitting on you, is flirting with you, has a lot to do with how close she gets to you physically. So what I mean by this is when you're talking to her, is she like up in your space as opposed to how everyone else talks to you? So let's say, for example, that obviously this can be difficult when you're at a bar because obviously she might be close to you just because there's loud music. But let's say you know this woman in a work environment or a school environment. You know how notice how close other people get to you when they're talking to you, and then how this woman how close she gets to you. Because if she likes you, if she's flirting with you, she's gonna want to be close to you. Women are drawn to men, and what they will do is when they're really drawn to them and really attracted to them, they will get really close. They'll get up in your space when you're talking to each other. So that's one thing that you've definitely got to look out for, because if she likes you, she's going to want to close the gap with you physically, right? So look out for proximity. How close is she to you when she's talking to you, okay? Because if she's up in your presence and she's in your space, like she's totally consumed by you, then that's a huge sign that she is actually hitting on you and she's not just being friendly, okay? If she wasn't into you and were not interested in you and she was just being friendly, then she would keep a safe, friendly distance, like everyone else who you may be friends with in that environment. Okay, so you got to look at proximity. That's very, very important. Now, that doesn't mean that a woman doesn't like you if she's not close to you, because maybe she's a bit more shy, maybe she's a bit more reserved, maybe she's a little bit more introverted, and therefore doesn't want to do that. Or maybe she's just a little bit unsure, a little bit, unconfident. So that doesn't necessarily always mean that. But if a woman is more extroverted, then she will definitely be up in your space a lot more. Okay. So this is what you got to think about as well. So is this woman in question, do you know her as someone who is extroverted or introverted? Because if she's extroverted, okay, don't be thinking like, oh, well, maybe she's just shy then, because obviously she isn't, and that's why she's not getting close to you. Okay, an extroverted woman will be more close to you. Okay, so don't use it as an excuse, like, oh yeah, well maybe she's just shy then. No, she's not. If she's extroverted, and you know she's extroverted. Okay, sorry to be brutal about that, but it's just how it is. Okay, so another thing that you should look out for as well is how excited and how enthusiastic she is to give you her number, her like social media details, or even if you ask her out, how enthusiastic she is to meet you out on a date. Because you can ask a woman out on a date who doesn't like you, and sometimes she can still say yes, but she's just doing it because hopefully she's hoping that maybe she'll just sort of like cancel at the last minute, or she'll just ghost you when you message her and things like this. So you got to look for the excitement in her face. So when you're asking for a number or when you're asking her out on a date, you're asking for her social media details. See how enthusiastic she is. Does she like light up and she's like, oh yeah, 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 and she's like got grabbing her phone and she's like, yeah, yeah, let's do this, you know? And you can see the excitement on her face. Or is she a bit more like, oh, okay, sure, that, okay, and she's kind of slowly doing it. Doesn't really know what to do. It feels a bit awkward about it. Okay, now it could be that, again, she's shy, right? And shy women do tend to be a little bit more awkward. But if you know she's extroverted, then she should be like super excited and like, she's like talking to you as well while she's doing it. She's like, oh yeah, I know this great place down there, da, 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 da. We should probably go there. Or, she'll just be more enthusiastic. You'll just see the excitement on her face, the fact that you've asked her out or the fact that you've asked for a phone number. Okay, so look for excitement, and also the way that her body is facing towards you as well. That's a really important one, because women tend to point towards who they're attracted to. So when you are talking to each other, is she sort of like trying to escape? Is her body facing away from you, or is she directly in front of you, or at least her body is pointed towards you? Because you may not be head on with each other, she may be to the side. So just look, is she pointed towards you? Is her body open, or is she sort of like crossing her arms and sort of protecting herself? And sort of moving away. And again, this can be confusing if you're dealing with a shy woman, because sometimes shy women do that, okay? But again, it's about the woman in question, okay? Is she extroverted? Is she shy? Okay? So look for the body language clues. But even a woman that is shy, let's say you're at a dinner table with other people, or you're just somewhere with a group of other people, and she's like, let's say she's sort of over there somewhere. Even shy women will still point their feet towards the man that they're attracted to. Okay? Now, of course, not all the time, right? It's not like it's something that will just definitely happen 100% of the time, because she may turn to go and talk to someone else, and if she's sitting cross-legged, then she might turn her knees and something to, to the person she's talking to, right? So therefore her feet will be pointed somewhere else. But just notice, like, most of the time where her feet is pointed towards. Okay, and if they're pointed towards you, then that's who she's more attracted to. But again, these are really subtle things that may not mean that much. But if she is, then that's a good sign, okay? But don't read into it too much. Don't be like, oh, well, her feet ain't pointed towards me, she doesn't like me at all. That might not necessarily be true, especially if she's doing other things that I'm talking about, okay? So another thing to show that she's interested in you, and she's flirting with you, and she's trying to hit on you, is when you're talking to her, is she mentioning anything like a boyfriend or a husband? Because especially if this is a woman you don't know, some women will say that they've got a boyfriend, even if they don't have a boyfriend, to shake a guy off. Okay, they lie, basically, right? Right. So if she doesn't like you, and she can tell that you're flirting with her, what she'll say is she'll mention a boyfriend or a husband or something like that. And it may be true that she does have a boyfriend or a husband, but it also may be true, not be true, and she may just be saying that to gently urge you somewhere else. Now, of course, as a man of integrity, you're not going to try and hit on a woman or continue hitting on a woman who says that they're in a relationship or have a boyfriend. Okay, have a marriage rather. So don't continue to pursue her, because some guys will. Some guys don't care about that kind of thing. And if she says, oh yeah, well, my boyfriend said this, that they'll still continue to hit on her and flirt with her, and it's just not cool, right? You don't mess with another guy's wife. You don't mess with anyone's, right? Even women out there, you don't mess with another girl's guy. Like, just don't do it. It's so tacky, it's so sleazy. And just so you know as well, if someone is willing to cheat on their partner with you, they will do the exact same thing to you if they were put in the same exact circumstances, because cheaters are going to cheat, and it doesn't matter who they are. They will cheat no matter who it is, and don't be naive enough to think that you're going to be the one that's magically going to change them, magically make them different, because you're not. Okay, it's always better to assume that the person you're with is how they're always going to be. And if your relationship started with that person cheating, your partner cheating, then you got to hold on. Hold on tightly, guys, because they're going to do the same thing to you if put in the same circumstances. So just something to think about, something to take care of, right? Protect your heart. Protect your heart. Now, if you cheat too, if you're a cheater as well, then, well, that like attracts like. Okay, so you just cheat on each other all the time, and that can be the life that you live, because maybe that's what you want. I don't know, if that's part of your personality and you like to have a different flavor of the month, even though you're in a committed relationship, then fine. You can have. I'm not judging. You can have this life the way you want it to be. Okay, but if you're a cheater and you know that you're a cheater at heart, it's best to find someone who is also like that, because otherwise you're just gonna hurt their feelings, right? Maybe you need more of a poly kind of relationship, right? A more open relationship where you could sleep. Both of you are allowed to sleep with other people. Okay, because if one of you is a cheater, then that means you're gonna break that person's heart. The one who doesn't cheat, okay? So it's not a good way to go. And if you love someone, you shouldn't cheat on them, okay? Why would you do something that's purposely going to hurt them if they find out about it? Not cool, okay? So the last sign that I want to get into is that she treats you differently, okay? So what this means is that she acts differently around you than she does everybody else, okay? So if she's flirting with you, notice if she flirts with everybody else, because that might just be part of her personality. She might just be a flirty person. Okay, so notice that. Again, with the proximity thing as well, the first point that I talked about. Maybe she's just one of these people that doesn't have much spatial awareness or something, right? And she actually gets up and close and personal to everybody who she talks to. Okay, so again, you've got to notice, is she treating you exclusively different than everybody else? That's what you got to look out for. Okay, is she flirting just with you? Is she bantering like in this sort of way just with you? Is she getting close and up and close and personal just with you? Okay, you got to look out for that. And that's basically how you know that she is hitting on you. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. And on that website, you can also find my book, which you can read for free. All you have to do is go to the menu and click on the book, and it'll take you right there. You don't need to log in, you don't need to sign up. And if you like a physical copy, you can get it on Amazon. Nice little discreet spine there, in case you're ashamed of having a dating book in your library. So no one will know it's a dating book that you got on your shelf. If you would like to watch videos before they're uploaded to the public, and you get the good nice back catalogue of videos from me, if you like my content, you like the tips that I provide, then you can join the members club on this YouTube channel. So all you have to do is be subscribed to the YouTube channel and then click join, and then you can get access to lots of videos that are not quite yet accessible to the public, but it's not necessary. It's just another way you can support the channel, because all these videos will be uploaded to YouTube eventually. So thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.